Hey everybody, I'm Dale Earnhardt Jr. and this is the Dirty 30. The best highlights from all of our podcasts this week. 30 minutes every single Friday. The Dirty 30 coming at you. Let's get right to it. This episode of the Dirty 30 is presented by Arby's new Meat in 3 Box. Get more meal for your money at Arby's. We have the meats.
First question, we had a few people wondering, what do you think of Carson Hocevar last night at the Met Gala?
Listen, I think that was fantastic. And the reason why, I would have never expected a driver to have been invited to that. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a little bit of a celebration of fashion and art. Doesn't matter. We need drivers. Not all of them. We don't need them all going to this thing. We need one. We need one over here, one over there, and one doing this thing and one doing that thing.
I agree.
We need our drivers in these unusual spaces connecting with people that aren't connected to our sport. Back in the day when it was badass to be in the Rolling Stone magazine, right? I mean, that was a great opportunity for me, and I reached so many people. Got to showcase who I was to so many people that were not watching races on Sunday. MTV Cribs. I went and got to introduce Lincoln Park during the MTV Music Awards. Those were fantastic opportunities, terrifying, but at the same time, the door was opened by Budweiser to be able to go to these different things and do a lot of fun stuff. Go to, walk a boxer down the aisle at a boxing match. I was a huge boxing fan. Doing those kind of things are a real privilege, and a real opportunity to get out and not so much promote yourself, but really introduce the sport to a new audience. And it adds a little credibility to the sport where it had none.
Absolutely.
So it's good. And listen, I've read the social media. There's a lot of fans that are like, hey, that's cool he went and did that. Whatever. There's a lot of fans that think, why the is he over there and doing that? I don't like that. It doesn't matter. Let the guy do what he wants to do, and let him go promote and be where he wants to be. He had a lot of fun. I watched his interview. He did a great job, represented himself well, spoke well, knew what the hell he was wearing, seemed to have a real understanding of why he was there and what he was supposed to accomplish. So I was really proud of Hocevar. You throw these guys into those scenarios where they're totally a fish out of water, and sometimes it doesn't go that well. But I think he did a good job. So I was good. Yeah.
What was your reaction when you got that Rolling Stone request? Like when they brought it to you?
It was badass. So, I was proud to be able to take our sport where it wasn't getting access. We talk about, I'm not complaining here or trying to put anybody on blast, and I might be incorrect in some of this, statistically, but there are times when, we get coverage on some networks, and then there's times when those networks don't mention us, right? There's times when we're front page news in some newspapers, and sometimes those newspapers totally ignore our sport, right? For years, dependent upon relationships we have with different networks, right? Forever, ESPN was the leader in sports, right? And so if you weren't getting coverage on ESPN, what the hell, right? We would always complain that, man, this badass thing happened in our race Sunday, and ESPN didn't even talk about it. And so, you're trying to take the sport where it isn't and get it in front of people that don't watch it and don't see it. And that's what this is all about. So we need more of that. We need guys hosting Saturday Night Live or whatever it is, right? That's a big deal when Jeff Gordon got to do that, and we need, when motion pictures are made about our sport, whether it's a comedy that's poking fun at us like Talladega Nights or a more serious movie, it doesn't matter. When those things are being even considered, it says a lot about the where our sport is and the value of it. So we need more of that. We need those type of things happening. We can't just do what we want to do in our little bubble and think that's really going to be enough to get us back to the numbers that we all want to get back to. Mm-hmm. Back to when the peak of the sport in the 2000s, we're way far away from that. We've got to be putting ourselves in front of these folks to showcase what we're doing.
Do you think there's a day that's unders too?
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'll be shocked if it doesn't happen.
Guys, it's back, and I'm excited because now you don't have to go hunting all over for good barbecue. Arby's is bringing back that slow-smoked goodness straight to the drive-thru. I've been waiting all year for Arby to bring back their barbecue sandwich lineup this year, and it's even better than ever. We're talking a 1/4 pound of pulled pork smoked for 4 hours and a 1/4 pound of chopped brisket smoked for a full 13 hours. Now that's real barbecue, low and slow. On pit road, we work fast, but in the barbecue pit, slow is how you get it right. And they got it right. And the sweet and spicy barbecue sauces are back too, so you can mix it up however you like. I'll be honest, 13-hour brisket from the drive-thru, I had to try it. I picked up a sandwich the other day for lunch on my way to the shop, and it surprised me. It's legit. Low and slow in fast food, it's kind of wild, but it works. Arby's is doing real, authentic barbecue that's so good you won't believe that you got it at a drive-thru. Everybody knows Arby's has the meats, so if you can count on anyone to do barbecue right, it had to be Arby's. Available for a limited time at participating locations while supplies last. Prices may vary. Get your barbecue sandwich at Arby's near you today.
Well, it is time for Reaction Theater, where fans can call in and voice their opinions from this weekend's race. All right, I'm excited. We'll hear from the fans.
Yeah, watching the truck race and listening to them tell Gio to listen to Freddie. I listen to Freddie every Monday. There's no way I'm trusting that idiot.
Somebody else texted me that, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why they're saying
then
that.
The next
why the hell they listen? Why do you listen to Freddie?
finishes 14.
Yeah, he listened
Listen
to me.
to
And we went
Freddie
straight
now.
to the back.
Hell yeah. Road course next week. That's about as cool as taking a shower with your dad.
Jesus.
Yuck.
Okay. That's weird.
Hey, now, I don't know nothing about the waxing crescent or the waning gibbous or any of them moon phases or nothing like that, but my wife does, 'cause she is a Chase Elliott fan, and brother, she is gripped up tonight. Hell yeah! Go 9.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh,
Wonder if that.
by the way, get your.
I was going to say, I wonder if he bought the shirt.
Yeah, get your gripped up T-shirt at shop.dirtymomedia.com.
Baby, can I get that healing? Chasesexual healing, feeling good today.
Is that you, Kev?
Yeah, it actually was, yeah. Yeah, it's my morning shower jam.
I'm glad the Chasesexuals are happy today.
Yeah.
They needed a good break. They get off Alan's back a little bit.
After a very boring Chase Elliott post-race interview, I think I finally figured out the greatest celebration that can top Hocevar's. When Shane Van Gisbergen wins that road course this weekend, I think he needs a fart and a didgeridoo.
What? What did he say?
Fart and a didgeridoo?
Fart and a didgeridoo?
It's like that Australian instrument. It's like blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Do you think... I've not said this in a long time, and I thought maybe Blaney could ever be the closest. Do you think Hocevar could challenge Chase Elliott for most popular driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Hocevar shirts in the
There's a
crowd.
lot of stuff going on. I mean, look, I think it's another Cletus effect. I mean, he's become friends with Cletus. I think Cletus has sat him down.
Cleveland,
Cletus, Squirrel McNutt. I think they've all sat him down and go, man, you gotta there's a big window of opportunity that you're missing. I mean, obviously they're really, really smart at what they do with all the social stuff. So, I mean, I think you've seen since he's really met Cletus a whole different side of Hocevar.
Yeah, it's just I don't know that I don't know anybody's ever going to dethrone Chase, but if anybody's ever going to come close right now, I think it's him.
Yeah,
I think he could.
Does Mills on tonight, horn tonight. My woman's gonna be doing the same thing. You damn skip it, baby. Woo! Sound the horn, go 9.
I have no clue.
I heard 3 words.
He's from Georgia.
Should we listen to it again?
He's
see if
from,
we can,
he's from
see if we can
Dawsonville.
get anything.
No, I don't think. I mean, you just put subtitles. But yeah.
Hey, girls. This is your friend Pickles here. I just want to let you know that I'm eating a chocolate chip cookie and thinking about Kevin Hamlin. Love you.
I'm gonna guess that's one of your friends.
I don't know a Pickles. I'm going to guess he might be a couple 3 deep right there.
You sure you
You
don't
like,
know?
you like chocolate chip cookies or something?
Who doesn't? But I've never eaten a chocolate chip cookie with pickles.
So that you didn't know that was
No.
You don't know Pickles?
You
I
don't
don't
go
know
back with Pickles.
No. I hope he enjoyed his cookie.
Might have
though.
been a guy you met at the bar, Pickles. And you went out for chocolate chip cookies.
Fan Day coming up here at Junior Motorsports May 21st. Dirty Mo Media and SiriusXM, they're going to be hosting a handful of shows all throughout the day live. And starting with Larry Mack, Daniel Trotta at 9 a.m. Live on the Arby stage. And then at 11 a.m., we're going to kick off more Dirty Mo Live with our crew. You don't want to miss it. Kenny Wallace, Mike Davis, they're all going to be up there. Some surprise guests as well. At noon, we'll have Bless Your Heart with my wife Amy and myself. And then door bumper clear at 1 p.m. Joining them will be Jordan Bianchi. Come hang out with us on Thursday, May 21st. We'd love to see you out here. A lot of other things to check out as well. A lot of booths, kiosks, sponsors will be promoting all kinds of things. Jerky Boys, all stuff, filter time, whatever. There'll be race cars to look at. Tons of things to do. Come check it out. All right, man. So got a chance to see you find the love of your life, get married, had a great ceremony. Now you're a father. What's the what's the challenges today with fatherhood? I remember waking up every few hours in the middle of the night. I don't know where exactly you are on the path. It kind of changes.
Yeah, it changes every week.
Yep.
Changes. It could be 7 hours straight. You get a little of the rest, or it's every couple hours.
Yeah.
It just depends. And I would say Charlie's never been a great sleeper. He doesn't nap very good. He don't sleep very good. I mean, that's the challenging part. I mean, I think just getting out of your routine, especially right away, right? You're used to this style of life, no kid, you can kind of do what you want, sleep all the time, yada, yada. And then just the shock of like, oh, wow, this is just a huge 180. It takes a little while to get used to. But then I think you get comfortable with that. Like, I don't mind. Like if he's having a rough night, waking up every couple hours, like, all right, that's fine. Like I'll go hang out with you a little bit and try to get you back to bed. And I think the toughest thing for me, like, and it's going to get even harder as he's getting older, is like leaving.
Yeah.
Is way harder to leave the house for the weekend. Even during the week, like if I have to go to the race shop for meetings and I'm going to be gone all day, it's hard to leave, but it makes up for it when you do come back.
Yeah.
And you see them and they haven't seen you all day and they light up. But yeah, I mean, everything has its challenges. And I'd honestly think the most challenging part was when Gianna was pregnant and getting close to giving birth. She had a lot of issues she had to go through. So that was tough to watch and obviously tough for her to go through. But we're lucky everything turned out great. But it's crazy. I leave for the weekend for 3 days and I come back and he's a completely different kid. Looks different.
That is hard to explain to people that haven't never experienced it.
Nuts.
Because you're like, no, 3 days, how could they change?
Yeah.
But they've got a new word or two.
Yeah.
And they've got a new smirk or a mannerism.
Yeah. I'm like, when did you start doing this?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, the day you left, he started doing this. I'm like, it's just like no big deal to her because she's seeing it.
Yeah.
And she's like had experience with this for a couple of days. I'm like, man, it's just overload for sure.
Yeah.
But,
have you been able to witness some firsts?
Yeah. First, we're starting to get him on to some foods. So that's been fun.
Like?
He likes peaches.
Yeah.
Like ground up, mushed up, not like I'm not giving him a peach and letting him eat it. But he likes peaches, does not like bananas. So that's fun. Those are the only two we've tried so far. I'll tell you, I don't know if you ever ate the baby food, the mushy peaches. Dude, it's good.
Oh, really?
Dude,
What?
I eat
I
with
never
them.
tried it. I'm
No,
sorry.
you
I
didn't
probably
try
should.
it?
Yeah, that's probably one thing I
Yeah,
should have
it's
done.
just mushy peaches. Like it's just like
It just
kind of
looks-
liquid form.
Ugh.
It doesn't. It looks like a smoothie, honestly. Like if you put it in a smoothie, it's fine. But first laugh was kind of fun. Like first belly laugh, I got to witness.
Yeah,
and we actually got it on camera. We were changing him in his crib, and we got the little camera. And so that was fun. We were getting ready to give him a bath, and like I was taking his stuff off, and he liked it. And like first belly laugh, and I started cracking up, man. And we had it on camera, so that was kind of sweet.
Hey,
yeah, that was the coolest first, I think.
Man,
you know, because he would kind of grin, smile, but not really make a ton of noise. And the first time he like cracked himself up, I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
That's awesome. What's your dad like? What's your dad? I've been a big fan of your dad's. Just love the person he is, and just wondering what he's like as a
as a granddad. He's unbelievable. He's great. Like it's funny to see my dad. Like I know how my dad was with me, right? My dad was kind of, stern guy, and then with Charlie as a granddad, he's like a mushy teddy bear. Yeah. It's funny to see.
Did you look at him? When you were deciding to make these changes in your life. So, you've won races, you've done things in the professional world where your dad was a witness to it, right? And you'd win a race or you'd win a championship, and your dad would be there, and you would get to see his pride and his enjoyment in it, and you get really, really, really enjoy that, I'm sure. When you're making these milestones in your personal life, marriage, buying land and just trying, doing general adulting, right?
Yeah.
And now becoming a father, do you allow yourself to kind of like watch him and be proud,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I think, I've been really lucky that I've had a great family like around me.
Yeah.
And my dad turning into like the race coach dad to like, he's still there a lot. I'll call him up, get his opinion on some stuff on the racing side, but like the last 5 or 6 years, I'm kind of more pulling on him. Like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? What's your opinions? Like he kind of took a step back of being, instead of calling me first, like I'll kind of call him first about some stuff. I'm like, where are you going? Like, I still need your help. Like, I want your opinion on this stuff, man. So I think that's just I don't think my dad has ever wanted to be too into like, especially now that I'm, racing for a long time on the cup side. He doesn't want to be the guy like always there and earlier in my career, he wanted to be there to help.
Yep.
And now he's like, well, you don't need my help. Like, but I need it. Like, I want your opinion on this stuff and come to Martinsville, go stand in 1 and 2. And he came to Martinsville this year in the spring for practice. And I was like, hey, go, if you want to go stand in 1 and 2. Well, I asked him, I said, what corner are you going to today? He's like, I might watch the entry to 1 a little bit. I might go watch the entry to 3 a little bit. And I was like, all right, well, come talk to me after practice and see what you see. So, I just think he enjoys me like growing my personal life.
Yep.
Because it's always been racing. That's all I ever cared about. And then like still being passionate about that, but also having this thing away from your job that you obviously love and the people that you love. I think he enjoys kind of seeing me go through that. So that part's pretty neat. And I always have to tell myself like, it's my parents' first time going through this too. Like you think your parents have been through it all and stuff, but it's their first time that their kids are this age and this is going on for their kids.
You just assume they know.
Yeah. Yeah. But like they're new at this side. They're new to me having their son having a son. Like they don't know. So that part is, I think it's just neat because like you said, you assume they know everything and they know a lot, but when their kids are going through things for the first time, they're also going through these things for the first time.
All right, don't forget about stopping by the online merch store. We have some new stuff dropping called the Zero to Freedom line. This drops on May the 6th. Let's take a look at some of these shirts in the Zero to Freedom line. Look at that. Full send since 2013. Nice one, man. Good, clean on the front and on the back. You got the American flag with a bunch of, looks like some Gen 5 race cars. Star Stripes and stock cars. And then another clean front there on the blue Dirty Mo. And again, the eagle. 0 to freedom. And if you don't want sleeves, we got this number. Check it out at shop.dirtymomedia.com. May the 6th. A couple of those new shirts will be on there for you guys to enjoy.
Can we tell them about our bees?
So I go outside earlier this week. Beautiful day. We leave the door open. It's about the same temperature outside as it is inside, and we just kind of open up the house a little bit. And Amy's sitting on the couch.
I had just come in from wherever I had been all day, and I sat down.
I come in from the front door after checking on the kids or doing something out there with the girls, and I look up, and right over Amy's head on the back porch through the back of the living room, you can see out into the backyard. The back porch, it is 15,000 bees.
It was crazy.
Just like a blanket of
and
darkness.
they were all moving together. It was so bizarre. It felt biblical. It was like you could feel the vibration. You could hear the noise.
They were huddled around this post, and Amy put a picture of it on social media. I'd never seen a swarm like that, and I'm thinking, oh, man, they're absolutely going to build a nest. They're figuring out how to get into this column because it's hollow.
Yeah, we knew that they were hollow.
They are going to figure. They're about to do this. We just had these columns stained.
We had we had them rebuilt.
Stained.
We hadn't had that done since the house was built, and because of the sun on the back of the house, they were in bad shape. So we had them rebuilt just like a year ago.
Oh man, yeah. She puts the thing out, puts it on social media, and of course we get everybody's opinion. And
everybody's a bee expert.
Everybody's a bee expert for sure.
And the gist of it is basically
Dale did Google or ask Chad.
Yeah. Oh God, that's funny. So
he goes, that sounds like a situation.
Yeah. The queen bee has come from wherever they're leaving, wherever they were. They may be hibernating in a tree or something throughout the winter in the ground. Who knows? But they're coming out to start to build whatever nest they're going to have throughout the summer. And she had just rested on this post.
Yes.
Was most people's opinion.
Yes.
She just stopped on the post, take a breather, and the worker bees are all kind of like,
protecting
all right,
her.
We're going to protect her, and we're going to hang out. We're going to see what the heck's going on. We got some scouts out there looking for a nice place to live. And so that's kind of what we hoped. Sure enough, in 3 hours, they were
in about
gone.
5 minutes, they started to dissipate.
Yeah.
Like enough where it was visibly thinning out.
Yeah.
And so and they're kind of flying around far enough away from the post now, some of them, where it felt like they might just be flying off. There are trees everywhere. So like we thought they were just finding another place to hang out. And we didn't think anything of it.
Well, by the end of the night, they're gone.
Yeah.
Completely gone. Nothing.
You don't see any of them.
Well, the next morning, we're kind of seeing some, right?
Yeah, there's a couple flying around.
And Isla walks over there and goes, Dad, they're coming out of the column. Up there, right there. You see?
She was wildly intrigued.
I walk over there. I'm like, damn, they are. They're coming out of the column, flying away, flying back in there and climbing back in. So they'd found a way to get inside this column. It wasn't sealed up properly. So we call a beekeeper, a friend of ours, and they come out there and they pry the column apart.
They were smoking them out. She had her smoker with her, and she was trying to smoke them out before they tore the thing open. Mm-hmm. They have been in there for a day and a half, which is not that long. But when they used the smoke for a while, and they got some of them out, but the queen, they never found her to be coming out. They were looking for the queen. They had the box. They were going to put her in there because if you do that, then all the others will get in the box. Yep. So they had to bust open the column and try to smoke her out that way. But they had already built 3 giant plates of the comb. Like there were pieces of honeycomb in there already.
They took the combs out, put them in this nice, neat little box. They find the queen. They put her in there.
They finally smoked her out.
They put the box. They set the box there, and the queen being in there with the rest of the comb, all the bees are supposed to find it, right, and hear her or be drawn to that, which some did, but a lot didn't. So over the last 24 hours, the bees are like not really going into the box. They're just kind of like wondering, where's the queen? Honeycomb's gone. What's going on? They're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah,
and
confused.
Some are getting in there, but not a lot. She came. The beekeeper comes back, looks at the box. Man, maybe we leave it here another day. Okay, that's cool. And I think she's coming by today to get the rest of it. But
the girls got to put the whole drape and
It was
the
quite an
mask and
ordeal.
everything. It was. If they were fascinated, and it was neat because when she opened the box last night and saw that only part of the bee colony was in there, she's like, "That's alarming. Like, where did they go?" And so she checked to make sure that the queen was still there. She was there, but then she was like putting her ear against all the other columns. There's like 12 columns on the back of the house, and just to make sure they didn't migrate into another one. And she's using all of her senses to try to figure that out. And we're having Dale turn off all the water fountains on the pool. It was a lot. It was chaos.
Yeah.
SVG finished 17th, but looking at the points here, he's only 30-ish, 20-ish.
So how do we
points
feel
out
about,
of 16?
Like, is he going to be able to gain enough on road courses to get in there?
I think, well, I feel like we're all going to Watkins Glen, assuming that SVG is going to run top 3, right?
Yeah, you might as well budget a 3-3-3 day, right? So that's 17, 18 points, between 16 and 18 points, and then a good finish. That probably, well, it depends. When are the cautions going to fall? If he wants to win the race, he might have to flip. Like,
let's be honest. It doesn't for him. It doesn't matter where the cautions fall.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It does. If the caution comes out with 3 laps to go before the end of the stage, he has to flip. And there's going to be a host of cars that stays out. You're saying in 3 laps, he's just going to blow right by them all?
I'm like,
no,
I don't think so.
The odds 100 laps over the course of the race. Wasn't he like significantly faster last year?
Well, last year, I think what happened was, didn't he pit when he came back out, still drove back to the lead?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's because, just so you know, that's because all the people within a certain distance of him pitted to flip. And then it was the guy that was in 15th, 38 seconds back, that says, all right, I'll take the stage win. I'll stay out. And then the person behind them stay out. And so that gap, SVG was able to pit, come out. Oh, I'm 5 seconds behind. I'll just, he goes up there and he re-wins the stage. So it does have to play out somewhat perfectly for him to really have a 70-some point day. It does have to play out nicely.
I wonder what the team thinks or what the analytics say, how many points are needed for SVG at a non-oval track or non-road course track from here to the playoffs. How many points he needs, assuming that they're going to get near max points at a road course.
I mean, the issue is there's still some really strong guys. I mean, you got some perennial bubble guys, right? Like that every year you're talking about bubble. Suarez, Cindric. So if I put a question mark there,
I think it's realistic for SVG.
Priest is like he's solid. He won't have a lot of DNFs. But he also is not going to smoke it in stage points. Logano's out. Jesus. Briscoe's on the cut. And SVG's right behind that, right?
Yeah. Right behind Chastain, 1 point.
I think he still needs some help. Even if he has an awesome day, I still think he needs help.
I just think these drivers above 14th here, the only person that I confidently will say is going up is Briscoe.
Right. He's going to store. Yes, I would agree with that. and that's even the non-biased side of it says, well, it's because he's going to score a lot of stage points. He's going to finish where he should eventually.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you would say that one's going up.
Let's just assume SVG wins 2 of the next 3 road courses in the regular season, right?
Is there 3 more in the regular season?
Watkins Glen, Sonoma, San Diego? That's 3.
Yeah.
Let's just assume he wins 2 of them. That's 30 points alone, right? 15 for each win. 15.
It's going to be close.
That puts him at 2.
It's going to be
close.
It's going to be close.
So that's what I'm saying. What is the average amount of points you need at a road course race to
I don't know.
keep yourself around that 16th
Yeah,
spot?
it'll be close. We'll see. We'll probably definitely have a closer picture after this one, I think we'll have a better understanding whether he's got a shot to make it or not. My guess is, he'll probably come. We're going to be talking 7 days from now. He's 10 points above the cut, maybe 15. But gosh, that's just, you're running out of bullets. You're running out of bullets.
Yeah.
It would be something if no Trackhouse cars made the playoffs. I still think Chastain finds a way, but who's he going to take away? Whose spot he taking? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We'll see.
All right, that was another episode of the Dirty 30 presented by Arby's new Meat in 3 box. Get more meal for your money at Arby's. We have the meat.